From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
All right, so as you're watching this, there may be a chance there's thunderstorms rumbling through your area. There may be a chance that after you watch this, there's thunderstorms, or maybe before it happened, there were thunderstorms. This is kind of one of those situations where if I was live, I would show you the radar and I would show you what's going on and where the showers and thunderstorms are. It's also the time when I show you current temperatures and things like that. But due to the nature of this channel, I record these updates for you 3 times a day, so you can go to them and watch them at your convenience for the forecast. So typically what I do is I take the time that I typically start recording this and then forecast forward. Now, if it warrants, whether there's severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado watches or warnings or anything of that nature that is of dangerous weather that I need to get the information out to you immediately, I will then cut in live. And you can get that on my Facebook page, which you can see right here. You can also watch that live on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/weathernorcal. You can also watch it on the 24-hour streaming channel, which is also on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and not to mention eventually coming to Apple TV. You can also watch it from the app, which is 100% free. And that's right here for your Apple device and your Android device. So again, if it warrants and I need to do something live, you can watch it live on all of the different platforms. But you can also watch these recorded videos that I do, these forecasts for you to conveniently watch whenever you want. All right, so enough of that. Let's talk about what's going on. Scattered mountain showers through the weekend. Now, we could see some activity in the valley as well. We'll take a look at futurecasts in a second. It's still going to be very hot, at least through Thursday, before we do see a nice cool down going into the weekend. So you can see those temperatures tonight and another hot day for your Wednesday, well over 100 degrees in the valley. And for the mountains, upper 90s, even some lower 100s. And there's that chance for thunderstorms in the higher elevations. But as I'll show you here in a second, we could be looking at some activity in the valley as well. First stream of moisture, that's what moved it through yesterday. This band of moisture is the second batch of moisture coming in, and it's the moisture source for today. It's all thanks to this swirling area of low pressure right here. The counterclockwise spin around that low is basically grabbing the moisture from the south and then pushing it up northward into our region. And again, it's that moisture source. It's feeling a lot more humid out there than we're used to. Now, the National Weather Service, or the Storm Prediction Center, puts these out as well, the fire outlook. Now, where you see brown is where you have isolated dry thunderstorms. That's today. We go into tomorrow, your Wednesday. Same situation. We could be looking at more dry lightning strikes as these storms develop. All right, so let's walk you through the timing of all this. This is midnight tonight. There you can see some activity still off to the east. So there are a few things that can spark a thunderstorm. Number one, with moisture in place, sunny skies, we see the daytime heat rise in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Thunderstorms develop in the late afternoon typically due to these convective thunderstorms. So it's usually convective thunderstorms that develop in the second half of the day because you need that daytime heating. There are other types of storms that can produce as well. If you have orographic lifting, the winds blow up the mountains, creates that upward lift, thunderstorms develop. Or you can get these disturbances that rotate around that area of low pressure, and that can also produce thunderstorms. So again, the convective thunderstorms will typically develop in the late afternoon, but the other 2 thunderstorms I told you about, those can develop at any time, at night, early in the morning, and that's what we're going to see here for the next few days. Let's take you to 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. You see a little bit of activity here? This is basically a weak disturbance passing on through. Same situation by noon. Now, you'll notice, it's kind of down south here, we're seeing some afternoon convection develop here. And we're going to be looking at more afternoon convection here as we go into Wednesday afternoon at about 5 p.m. Take note of the valley, not much going on, but some of this activity may come down the mountainside and give us a chance for a few showers as we go into the evening hours on Wednesday. A slight chance for a stray thunderstorm as well in the valley tomorrow evening, but I think it'll be mainly in the form of some passing showers. But you may see some lightning strikes, kind of like we saw last night, as a matter of fact. All right, let's take you into Thursday morning. Another disturbance pushing through Modoc County, producing some thunderstorms there, but elsewhere, just some clouds and mainly dry conditions. All right, let's take you into Thursday. Now we're seeing more of those convective thunderstorms that develop here. They're all kind of just surrounding the valley in the mountains. Now, things get a little bit more interesting because the valley later in the day, seeing some thunderstorms popping up for parts of the valley. So I think the valley could see some afternoon thunderstorms on Thursday, and of course, not to mention the higher elevations. 5 p.m. Thursday, still some activity in the valley, not to mention the mountains. Things begin to quiet down by the time we get into Thursday night. And not to mention Friday morning, but Friday afternoon, a chance for more showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, get it, guess what? More thunderstorms in the mountains, most likely dry in the valley. Same situation on Sunday. Now we might get a break on Monday before we see another round possibly come in on Tuesday. But this right here, you see all these clouds moving in? This could possibly be moisture left over from a tropical storm that could develop. This still hasn't developed yet, but if it develops into a tropical storm or a hurricane, this is going to ride up to the north, possibly to Southern California, and the moisture associated with that could bring us some clouds and maybe even some rain by next Tuesday, so basically a week from today. So we're watching this development here. Right now, it's basically just what's known as a tropical depression. And if it develops into a tropical storm or a hurricane and rides the path up the Baja Peninsula, this is what could bring us a chance for some clouds and not to mention some showers by next Tuesday. It's something worth watching. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's talk about the heat now. You can see the areas here is where we have an excessive heat warning. These are through Wednesday. This is pretty much through Thursday. This is also through Wednesday as well. You get the idea. It's going to continue to be hot. We look at the 10-day trend for Redding and notice the temperatures do eventually drop. We're in the low 90s by the time we get into the second half of the weekend in particular, so it will be much cooler by the end of the week, and not to mention this upcoming weekend. We'll certainly take it. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s for the valley and in the 50s for the higher elevations. There it is, chances for showers and thunderstorms in the mountains. We may see an evening or nighttime shower roll off the mountains into the valley and maybe even a stray shower, but for the most part, it should be dry through most of the day for your Wednesday. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. Pretty much anywhere you go in the mountains, there is a chance for thunderstorms each and every single day. It's that weather aware day that I was telling you about. So if you have to be outside, if you're hiking, if you are working outside, you need to keep a close eye and watch the forecast every morning to give you an idea of what to expect when it comes to the potential for thunderstorms. Pretty good chances over the next few days for all of the mountains here. We take you into Redding, Red Bluff, Chico. Chance for showers late in the day tomorrow. Thursday, we could see a chance for some thunderstorms in the afternoon. And yes, we could see thunderstorms develop on their own through convection that I was telling you about in the valley. But it should dry out by Friday, and it's beginning to cool off by then as well. We're in the low to mid 90s by Saturday and the low 90s by Sunday, Monday. And I have included a chance for showers for now for next Tuesday. Otherwise, at the very least, partly to mostly cloudy skies.